Hello, my name is Mike. I'm a counselor for Nova Workforce, and today I'm going to talk about scheduling the certification test for the class that you are currently taking. Alright, now remember that a lot of this is not for people who are getting third-party payments for the class, such as their company, or SNAP could be another one. However, if you are using Fast Forward grant funding or FANTIC grant funding, this is for you. Likely this is a majority of the class that is taking it right now. Alright, so to start things off, I want to talk about the expectations of the grant. Alright, so students must pass the course, which means that 90% of the class is attended, or you will owe money back to the state of Virginia. Also, you must pass the course to be able to get the certification test voucher, so you can take it. Alright, also, students will take the certification test within a certain time period. So it is expected that you take it within 30 days for most IT certifications, or 45 days for CompTIA A+, because CompTIA A+ has two different tests to take. Alright, before the class is over, this is how the process works. About a week before the class finishes, an email from Workforce Test Center at nvcc.edu will go to you, allowing you to schedule the test with them. Right, they are located at the Woodbridge campus, and the testing center is open Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. Now, in that email, we will give you two different dates that are set aside for your class, with several different times. Please let them know when you can do this. If you absolutely cannot do any of those times or dates, please suggest to them some different dates and times, perhaps one or two different options that can work for you, and they can work with you then to determine when you can take it. Alright, remember that if you have special accommodations necessary to take this test, as per the ADA, Americans with Disabilities Act, you can request this through Pearson VUE. Their website is here. A lot of this information will be in a second email that we will talk about in a minute. Now remember, in this current email that I'm talking about, if you do not reply, your appointment will not be scheduled with Pearson VUE, meaning it did not happen. However, it is important to schedule a test when you pass the test, or when you pass the class, because this is a requirement of the grant. So very important to reply to them. Alright. Oh, and remember, so if you do not receive that email from them, you can email them directly, Workforce Test Center at nvcc.edu. If it reaches the end of the class, then it could be a good time to do that. Alright, after the class has been finished, once it has been confirmed that you passed the class, remember 90% or more of the classes attended, class time attended, you will receive an official confirmation of the appointment from Pearson VUE, only if you have confirmed that other reservation. So it could take a little bit of time before you get this email. The reason is because a class finishes, this teacher must then look through the attendance information, they must input it into the system. Nova Workforce then has a process to put your grade in your records. So it's not like immediately after you finish the class you can do this. It might take a few days for them to complete this and then for you to get the email from Pearson VUE. But within less than a week for sure after the class finishes and after you confirm that first email, likely within 2, 3, 4 days or so. Alright, remember that you are not allowed to enroll in another Fast Forward class until you sit for the certification test for this class. Now, passing the certification test could possibly be necessary to continue to the next class, depending on the class and situation. So if you're looking to take a more difficult IT class, for example, you must finish the earlier class before you move forward. It just makes sense. Alright, so rescheduling confirmed certification tests. So if you need to reschedule at all, you will get information on how to do that in the Pearson VUE email. If you need to contact them directly, you can do so. Here's the phone number, Monday through Friday. Although it's a 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. Central Time, remember that's 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. Eastern Time. Please note that the vouchers for these tests do have an expiration date that must be taken within a certain time frame. Alright, so remember that also it must be done within 30 days or 45 days, depending on the class. Alright, after the test day has finished, students earning a credential by passing a retake exam are asked to submit evidence to Workforce Test Center at nvcc.edu in order to add the credential to your student records. This is very important for you and for us, as we need to keep good records of student pass rates. Students are responsible for purchasing any retake exams directly from the test vendor. For CompTIA exams, please go to the CompTIA voucher store, and here's the website. The student discount is available if you provide an email address that ends in .edu. You in fact have this as a Nova Workforce student. If you're not sure what it is, then you can email us. I'll give you our information in the next slide. Cisco exams can be purchased here as well at pearsonview.com/Cisco. They do not provide a discount. All right, so here is our contact information. All right, I again am Mike Frasnelli. My coworker is Jen. Here's our email, and here's the email for the test center. All right, thank you.